Hello, wherever you are in the world. I am Asher Ninja, and this is the next in my getting started videos. So this time we're going to be getting started as the Enchantress, who is one of the legendary lords of Bretonnia, well, the legendary lady of Bretonnia. Not that she's the only legendary lady of Bretonnia. She just has longer hair and doesn't carry around a big sword. Now, so to start with, as a faction, you get 5 more peasants available to your faction, which is actually a good thing, especially the way I'm going to be going through this. And you get a good replenishment rate. So unlike the rest of the Bretonnian factions, she's gets good replenishment. You get plus 10 chivalry. Upkeep is reduced for Grail Guardian units, which is these guys. They're actually quite a nice melee cavalry unit. They've got a high melee defense, lots of armor, so pretty good to have around. You get the Blessing of the Lady, which I believe gives you some physical resistance. And you cause fear. Fear. Everyone's scared of the floating chickie. So, like most of the campaigns, she has a few unique things. Well, she's got the unique Bretonnian thing, so I'm going to go through them a bit. Just because this guide is more for new people more than legendary players. Generally, if you can play legendary, you don't need to know about exactly what she can do. I just want to do it on legendary, so if anyone wants to use anything they see in here for their campaigns, they can. Now, so first few little things, we get rid of all that. So you've got a few things up here. First you've got your Peasant Economy. So as long as you are at that or below, so you can have up to 15. Peasants are anything with that little hat looking thing. So it's good to keep that underneath. It drops steadily, so your upkeep goes up, and you lose income, that sort of stuff. So at the moment we're sitting pretty on that. We've got your chivalry bar. The higher your chivalry bar goes, the more benefit you get from it. You get chivalry from winning battles and doing other such chivalrous things. And throughout that means you can also summon the Green Knight for periods of time. And that's all good. To really win this campaign, I think you just need to get to 7,000 chivalry and then complete a battle, which is quite easy, and I will show you. Well, it's quite easy to get to it, but you know, probably won't have time in this guide at least. So to start with, we have a hero who is a beast magic. Valeli Azun can go away. We don't want her. Beast magic sucks, in my opinion. You've got no real spells that, in my opinion, are worth it, especially not in the early game. And if they're not worth it in the early game, they're not going to be worth it in the late game. So, goodbye. When it comes to the damsels, you can get beasts, you can get life, and you can get heavens. Life is good if you're going for a single entity sort of army. And Heavens is good for damage dealing and that sort of thing, but Beast is not really good for anything as far as I'm concerned. So, to start us off, we are going to demolish that building. Don't need melee peasants at Brion, because we have farms, we can have shooting peasants, and they're the ones we prefer. And let's also put one of those in here for our Peasant Economy. She doesn't need to do any moving at the moment. And what we are also going to do, which is going to seem a bit weird to anyone that doesn't understand, is we are going to recruit a lord. Now the good thing about Bretonnia is, unlike every other faction, Bretonnia, all 4 factions do not have supply lines. Now, supply lines increases your predicted or essentially increases how much each of these units are worth by a certain percentage. Playing on normal, something like 2%, so it's not a big deal. Playing a legendary like this one is, it'd be 15%. But
my strength and wisdom
instead, it costs nothing. Well, it doesn't cost nothing. He has an upkeep of 275 plus his horse, which is always something a lot of people forget. You are actually paying extra for the horse. So,
blessings of the
he's not bad. He's quite fast, so that'll be handy. We'll start our research. Now, the way you confederate with Bretonnia, or with all the Bretonnian factions, is you take chivalric code, and as you go through each of these, you can confederate them. However, I don't want to go that direction. I'm going to invest in my economy. There's a very good reason for that. Put this as growth, so it grows. I will show you in the new turn. So basically, there is an event that occurs at the start of the Bretonnian factions, at least the 3 that are over here. It doesn't start on Repentance de Lionese's one. And that is that there are Orc Incursions going on in Bretonnia at the moment. At least for the first 20 turns of their campaign. And that reduces your control by 20. Now mine's down quite a bit more than that because of difficulty level. But that's what this is. So control minus 20, occupy or raise a green skin settlement to counteract this. Now if I wanted to, what I would have done was move her up this way, because there is a green skin settlement right there. But I don't want to do that, because I want revolts. I want to level her up, so we'll do that. Now, so far, it's got us nothing, so that's fine. I meant to do that last turn, by the way. Build those 4. The other thing I meant to do is show the vows. Normally you've only got the skills and your details. We have vows as well. So you got 3 pledges, 5 technologies, present when 5 building complete. That could actually be really good if you did it with lots of them. Anyway, and you've got just rank up 5 times. So that is one we're going to take. It's called a vow here. It's called a troth here. You go for these because untainted +3 local province, upkeep reduced for your knight, some of your knight units, and your leadership order is bigger. Next one is just for questing knights, and you get more magic and you get more movement range. And Troth of Virtue is for Grail Knights, Pegasus Knights, and Hippogriff Knights. And what's the other one? Oh yeah, wound recovery time, and it also makes you immortal. So for
honor before glory,
say this guy, where we normally pick immortality at level 20, don't really need to if we know we're getting him the Grail Vow. But all of your lords have a vow, and so do all of your paladins. They'll have a Grail Vow. Damsels do not have a vow. I think the prophetesses do. Alright, so we've got our fields for farming. Let's also throw in a windmill. These 2 combined will basically make up most of our economy for this one. The other thing we need, we've still got 3,000 gold, so let's see. Let's get another impetuous knight. I like the idea of fast knights, really. So yep, speed 90, that's good. Good. And I'll show you why we do this as well with them. I forgot to do the vow for that other one I just recruited. So, not going to be able to show straight away, of course. But as we get into our next turn, and I click on my camera settings, and do the other thing that I always forget, because I like these things to move nice and quickly so I can spam my way through the turn times, and I think everyone should do it, but not everyone does. If you're going to be using the backspace Gs, which is still viable, speeding it up's not a good idea. Okay, so we've got gonna get another lord. Let's take this Virtue of Audacity one.
Blessings of the lady be upon you. Guardian.
I might
My
say, why
strength
the
and wisdom
fuck do
are
we have
yours.
4 lords? That's just insane. Can't have 4
Protector
armies
of the
this
realm.
early. I don't give these guys armies, do we? No. No, we don't.
Lord of Bretonnia.
Because the enemy is coming to us. So, let's smash through another turn. Be another turn we smash through as well. Because we want to get through to the first revolt. That's the other thing you need to keep an eye on, Kazrak. So he'll destroy Bill Barley, and he should make his way across and come over here. I've noticed that's where there is a little bit of inconsistency with the Bretonnians. Sometimes he'll make it, sometimes he'll get killed beforehand. I'm not concerned which one happens.
Lord.
If he rocks up, kill him. If he doesn't rock up,
Taking my
well,
leave.
don't kill him. Alrighty, so we have our first lot. Got our windmills, so that gives us plus 25% income from farms and growth. We want growth. Now this will give us pox and fire arrows. I actually quite like the fire arrows especially, but we're not worrying about those. We're just going to stick with that. Now, so we're up to our Peasant Economy limit, so I don't want to recruit any more yet. But yes, I do have the money for it. So what we're going to do now is get rid of them. Don't need them. And not recruit 3 more of them. I'm going to recruit 3 normal archers. Normal archers.
Valiant Lord.
Now you don't have to do that now. You can wait. I just like to do it now. I like to have archers. We're about to show you why. And oh no, we've got a rebellion. Whatever shall we do? Whatever shall we do? It's terrible. That's it. Game over. We're doomed. Doomed. Or that's not a very big rebellion. Anyway.
I'd rather eat a squeak.
He'd rather
Lord.
eat a squig. Who wouldn't really?
Yes.
Delicious, delicious
Leading.
squig.
Valiant
Alright.
Lord.
And we get our 3
Moving out.
lords over here.
I hear the wind.
We take our fine and lovely lady.
Winds, rise.
And because they're a rebellion, they will not retreat. Now let's fight it. Fight in the battle straight away. So when you really look at it, we have an army of 20. I have some normal infantry, a bunch of archers, some cavalry, and a trebuchet. Well, it's a blessed trebuchet, so it makes it a little bit nicer. It supposedly has no friendly fire, but it's only the explosion that doesn't hurt. The rock still hurts. So it's a bit of a weird one, that one. As you can see, we are going to have our lords coming in from over here, which is good. So let's do a setup. So with this army, we will basically set it up so that they can stand there, guard that side, they can hang here, guard that side, counter charge anything that charges at my ranged.
Fey Enchantress.
Miss Fey Enchantress can stay back here. And let's go. So, this is, I find to be a really nice army. Essentially the lords are tanks. The good thing about them is if they are in combat with a group and your archers are firing that, your lord will take the occasional hit. But their archers, or their so our lords will take the occasional hit from them, whereas they will mostly get absolutely shredded by the archers. That's essentially how you do it. So what we want now is
Take the ground.
we want to try and lure them into within range of our bowmen as well.
At speed.
But if we can't, that's not too big a deal. Our bowmen will start shredding them now. That's good. Let's get all these guys into their gobbos. See what's actually going to attack us down here. Just goblin wolf riders. That's fine. Now, we do not want her in melee with him. So let's get that out of the way. Let's fire up there. Grail Guardians, go hit the wolf riders. Go hit them. He's doing very badly now. Crap shot out of him. We're getting shot up a little bit up there, that's okay. Pop down some healing for our lords. Being single entities will go well. Now, they are getting wrecked, so let's move. Let's get our lords into their shooting units. That looks pretty good. Where did those wolf riders go? Looks like they're actually just gone. That's fine. Now, what we're going to do is we'll move our peasant bowmen forward.
As you say.
So we keep firing.
I am the Fae.
She's the Fae, remember that.
Power of light.
Now, him up there, he's getting assistance from our ranged, which is nice. They're getting destroyed, that's good. Let's see if we can just get them in range with those guys. That should be all we need to do, really, to finish it off. Just gotta rain arrows on them. They're breaking. We'll bring him back. So if they come back, they've got to make it all the way back here.
My lord.
But they should be getting the army loss penalty very soon now. There he is. Lovely. Let's get our lords all together here so that we can make all three of them have all of their health back. Shouldn't really need to do this, but I just prefer to make sure they're in tip-top shape, since they are my front line. There we go. All good. So, why did I fight that manually when I could have fought that and I could have just auto-resolved it away? Coffee's delicious. Well, for a very, very good reason. Because if you auto-resolve it, old Knobnail's neck snapper, he gets instantly wiped out. That sounds grand, doesn't it? We'll ransom the captives. Don't do that too often, because that'll backfire. You'll end up getting a negative thing for the Fae. Alright, got a couple of items. Now, so as you can see, he's still alive. She got a level. All well and good. But it means we can now fight a second battle. Get a second lot of experience.
My reputation precedes me.
And level up more. So the Fae being, especially because the Fae is a caster, more levels is good. Now, we don't want to leave them out here though, so we'll wipe them out this time. We'll just take the leadership bonus this time as well.
Who calls me hence?
Now, all of that has a very good reason behind it. So, we've now fought 2 battles.
Honor before glory.
But when we have a look at this, for our decisive victory, we have 80 chivalry, which means for those battles we got 40 chivalry. So we get 10 chivalry per battle. or per lord in the battle. So having those 4 lords means we are quadrupling the amount of chivalry we gain per battle. So
I protect Bretonnia.
and having them, honestly, it's better than having a yet another block of infantry. Alright, now normally I'd go with the blue line, but there is no reductions in the blue line. Because we want to have all of our lords participating, lightning strikes not really necessary at this point. That's good to get the extra damsels, but we don't need it at the moment. So we start with her magic, because we actually use her magic a fair bit. And it's kind of the same for these guys as well. So they don't have an army at this point, so there's no point going the red line. I don't need any of the stuff in the blue line, so we are going to be just upping their battle prowess. Which means our lords, who we're going to be relying on, get better as well. There we go, and we're going to have a rebellion again next turn. So that's actually very perfect for us. And here he is. Looks like it is a goblin caster this time. Which is good, because even if we end up in melee, we will destroy them. Rightio, that's good. Now, technology. My reasoning for not going through here and then down here, or down here, whichever one you want to do, is simple. So this affects all of your provinces. We don't have enough armies, or proper armies, to defeat that many rebellions all over the place. So when this has about 6 turns to go, 4 for that, I think it's about another 4 for that, you're good to go. You'll be fine, no problems. You can start building up your territory. For now though, let's hit our goblin friend down here, because he's whining.
Of the realm. Going forth.
Just bugs me, so we're gonna have to kill him.
Who wishes the grave?
It's okay to kill these guys, to actually kill him in the battle. If you do, that's not a problem. Won't cause any issues. That's fine. And the only time there's a sort of slight issue with these sorts of fights is when there is a something like either the goblin rock lobber or even worse, the goblin slinger thingy guy that fires bat goblins at you that I can't remember the name of. That would be far too smart for me. But yeah, basically it's their artillery. Their artillery is a bit longer range, but basically do your setup down here, but keep your lord up there and waste the ammo. Meanwhile, let's get our setup. That didn't change. I don't know. Now, where are you? Fate, hang here. Go nuts, boys. Go nuts. Alright, grab all 3 of them again. Alrighty, so this time we've got a fair bit of cavalry coming at us. Hopefully the wolf riders will actually come straight at us, and our what are they called? Thingamies will slaughter them. Our archers, but a lot of the time they don't, so we'll see how we go. Spread our lords out to intercept. Pull her back just because we should, and back to fast mode. Alright, let's spin 3 of these guys this way, just to add fire. Oh, that's good. Beautiful, those wolf riders are fucked. That's what we like. Plenty of gobos coming in as well. They've got 1 unit of Trail Guardians over there. Go for them. Sort out those spider riders there. You halt them. You halt them. What's that? No, fine.
Ready for battle.
I get out of its range. Oh, where are they going? They're going for our... That's no good. We've let them get past. That's bad. That's bloody shocking. What am I, some kind of amateur? Oh yes, I very much am today. Alright, they're withdrawing, so that's actually not too bad, I think. And yeah, they'll live. That's fine. Yeah, just destroy them good and proper. And there we go. You three. Help him out. He's not really taking what you'd call any kind of damage as such, but that's okay. The Lord is amongst us, and that's not too big a deal either. Go get them, Grail Guardians. Oh, not many that's left. Alright, those goblins are almost gone. Let's finish off those spider riders. You can come back here. Oh, both of you, yep. Come back here and prove to him he probably shouldn't have come and hung around. This one I didn't fight as well as I should have. I very much let myself down there with my trebuchets taking so much damage. That's right. We have I was going to call it repants. No, we don't have repants. We have the Enchantress. So we'll be able to recover fairly well from this. Sort out. There we go. All good. All good. Easy peasy. Lovely. Watch out for flankers. So yeah, they did a little bit of damage to the trebuchets. That's okay. They'll still be in next time anyway. Lost a few footmen as well. Again, not too big a deal. I won't take that this time. I like to keep it separate. I don't want to do it too many times.
Protector of the realm.
Now, if you do get negatives, don't be too unhappy. Like I'm just a bit weird like that. I don't want to get it. But if you, just to show you, if you've got this building, you can easily remove those negative traits. So you just leave her in there for a bit and the trait will go away.
I protect Bretonnia.
Alright, yep. Bye bye. Thank you for coming. I see you in hell. Good, good. And a potion of strength. We'll have to give that to somebody. Oh, bailiff. No, don't want you. Everybody will start getting that, and that's more speed as well. Love it. Get her back this way. More back this way a bit. And level them up. She can have Earthblood. Earthblood's a very good single target healing spell. These guys can have hard to hit since they are tanks. There you go, you can have the potion of strength. Not the bailiff though. Hard to hit. He's got a sword of battle, which is good. And hard to hit. You have any items? He's got the Iron Curse icon, so he can get shot at. Good stuff. So as you can see, next turn is going to be another rebellion, and so on and so forth for a bit. So that's going to be it for this episode. I'm going to do a second part on this as well. And I will talk to you more then. Hopefully it's been informative. Hope you have a good one. See you next time.